Okay, let's go.
All right, hello there, Chick Chatters. We are back with another story of the week. This was from actually only 7 days ago. This is a short, funny one.
Perfect.
But am I the asshole for asking my coworker what would happen if I drank her breast milk? My 20 female coworker, Kate, had a baby a little while ago. And in the break room during lunch yesterday, she was talking about breastfeeding. During the conversation, I asked Katie, "Hey, so what would happen if I were to drink your breast milk?" She said, "Excuse me?" I did realize that it sounded like a weird question when you didn't hear the train of thought leading up to it. So I tried to explain myself and I said, I mean, is it okay because your baby is related to you? Or I'd get sick because I don't have the same bacteria as you do. And Katie didn't answer me. But another coworker, Lauren, then said, "That's how it works. Then wet nurses wouldn't be able to do what they do." I said, "I've never heard of a wet nurse," and asked Lauren, "What's that?" Lauren said, "It's when you hire a nanny who had a baby at the same time as you so that she can also breastfeed your baby for you. But it's like an old-timey thing." So at this point, Kate said, "You guys are being dicks," and left. I found out today that she is telling people about me and Lauren and that we were making fun of her about breastfeeding. So I do understand why Kate would have been uncomfortable with the first way I asked the question because, yes, that was kind of a stupid way to say it. But I don't really understand how she thinks that I'm making fun of her at all after that. Am I the asshole?
So the breastfeeding mom walked away and said you guys are being because they were.
Yeah, and apparently she's been going around work and kind of talking about it.
I don't think she's an asshole. I think she's maybe could have consulted Google with some of these questions, but it sounds like, I don't know, maybe the mom is the mom. I keep calling her the mom. The woman who's breastfeeding is maybe a little sensitive, but I don't think she's an asshole for asking. It's kind of a silly question. I mean, that doesn't mean you're an asshole.
I am just one of those kind of people at work that I say a bunch of stupid stuff and ask a bunch of stupid questions. So that would totally come out of my mouth.
I was waiting for you to say that. As soon as you were saying the story, I'm like, Anne would say this to somebody.
100%. In fact, I remember specifically talking to somebody about breast milk, and I was like, when my sister was having her kid, I was like, could I drink my sister's breast milk, or is that weird? And I remember asking that kind of stuff at work, people being like, yeah, and that's a little weird. I'm like, is that cannibalism, or is I would ask stupid questions like that, and people just laugh.
It's maybe a stupid question that's not necessary to ask, but that doesn't mean you're being mean or an asshole. I mean, I have a hard time with these "am I the assholes" because I guess I need a strict definition to be able to say yes or no. That's just
it's whatever you feel, because for me, do I personally think this person's the asshole? No, I wouldn't say the asshole. I would say follow up with the girl and make sure that she knows that you were just not meaning it that way, that you just meant it in a curiosity kind of way, because me and this person are twin flames. I am this person. Me and this person are one and the same. I am you. I'm telling you that.
You should comment on it and tell them that, we would like to maybe add an addition to the back end of this video. Maybe we could, ask some more questions.
I don't know if it's a girl or a boy writing this, to be honest.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. So I don't know if this
honestly, so I'm making an assumption that it's a girl. And to me, I feel like for whatever reason, that feels safer. But if it was a boy, I feel like it's kind of weird. I don't know why I feel that way, because it's similar to ask silly questions, but
I do think this could be a guy, and the only reason I think that is because they didn't know what a wet nurse was. They seem pretty it almost makes sense if it would be a guy. I wouldn't even be mad if it was a guy, because guys don't know anything about breastfeeding or babies or anything.
Do you think a guy knows what a wet nurse is?
No, and that's what I'm saying. This person had no idea what a wet nurse was or any of that. So that's why I kind of think it might be a guy.
Oh, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I kind of think it might be a guy because they had no idea what a wet nurse was, and most girls know what that is, even if I know what that is. Although I still would ask somebody if I if it's possible for me to drink their breast milk. I really might. I mean, as a joke, like I would also maybe go to somebody like, oh, can I have a sip of that? Like as a joke, because I'm crazy, especially at work. At work, I'm a whole different breed than on here, chick chatters. Like at work, it's just stupid. But especially when I worked like back at home in Michigan, here I'm a little bit more composed, but I still say some off the wall things that some people catch and some people don't.
I mean, ultimately, I'm gonna go with no. Like, I don't think this person is an asshole for asking a question. And honestly, too, I think like if the woman who's breastfeeding was offended, just say that. You know, it's not hard to say like, you know, are you making fun of me, or like you're hurting my feelings, or like I'm confused by what you mean by this, or this seems offensive, like I'm embarrassed, like whatever. I'd prefer you not to talk about this in front of me. But
I do also know girls at work that like had babies or just were breastfeeding or whatever, like they just had a baby and they were more sensitive to stuff than they normally would be. So then later, like sometimes they would blow up about something stupid, then they come up to you later like, yeah, I don't know. I'm hormonal or, you know, whatever. So it could be a little bit of that. I'm not trying to say that that's what it is, because that's definitely something that could piss somebody off.
You are hormonal when you're like postpartum, when you're pregnant, like all of those times your hormones are all kinds of out of whack. And that's not to say that anything that upsets you means it's unjustified because you're hormonal, but it might be a little more intense because you have hormones.
So, I mean, I say not the asshole.
I agree. I don't think that person's an asshole. I think that they asked a question that maybe not everyone would ask and would obviously ask it. I would probably consult Google. It's also, I mean, I don't know the answer to that question and I'm a curious person, but I'd also like, I don't think I would ask someone that, but not because I think I would make them mad.
I don't think it's something though that they were sitting like wondering about. I think it's because like they were in like some break room area and they saw the breast milk that they thought of it. And that's why I identify with this person, because like I would be thinking out loud a lot too.
You're at work, like things are probably quiet, like make a little funny conversation. I don't think that this person is a bad person at all. I think that they're hilarious.
It was the line where the person said that obviously sounded weird because they didn't hear the train of thought before that. That's like my life story.
It made me think of you. And I was like, I want to say that, but I know that Anne will say that this is her. So obviously that's your story to tell. But that's the exact part that made me think of you, because you say that to me a lot. Like I said this thing, but I don't think they also knew that I thought this.
Yeah, like I'm very misunderstood because I come across a lot of ways, and I don't know, like dating me was a mess. So good thing I'm married now. I'm just weird and I say stuff and I ask a lot of questions, and even my husband's like, why do you ask me? Just Google it. I'm that person you're talking about. You're like, yeah, they could just Google it.
You know, I think that the person who asked that is hilarious, and that's why I'm friends with you, because I think you're hilarious. Like, you'll do things I won't do. So, I mean, I'm entertained. I'm here for it. I certainly don't think you're an asshole.
I'll definitely say things that you won't say. Well, for me though, I don't say it in like an asshole way. I try to just make things funny, and I'm assuming that's what this person was trying to do, because I like to think they're me. But like, I don't know how they said it. Like, and tone does matter. So I don't know how they
said this was like a man and there was no actual breast milk involved, and he just came up to a recently like delivered woman and was like, can I drink your breast milk? Like, this is a whole different story of the week. So just a caveat, guys, that we are making assumptions that this is a woman or a man that is well-intended, and that there was probably breast milk around that prompted the whole conversation. Or is that not an assumption? Is that real?
Okay. So in the first line, it says, my 20 female coworker, Katie, had a baby a little while ago. And in the break room during lunch yesterday, she was talking about breastfeeding. So whoever this person was stumbled in on the conversation of breastfeeding, or this person was talking to them about it. Not saying that she's going to be talking to a guy about it, because I work in the restaurant industry and our guys hear a lot of stuff. And
I mean, it's not like it's a thing that's taboo to talk with males about or for males to talk about. I have heard men be creepy though. Just a caveat. If that's what's going on, then we don't condone.
P says like they understand that why this person would feel uncomfortable, especially with the way they first asked the question. I don't know. If it was me, I don't know why anybody would feel uncomfortable with me asking that, but that's just because I ask things so stupidly.
You can tell you're just like genuine and trying to make fun.
But I don't think this person's the asshole, although they so far have been voted the asshole.
Unpopular opinion from us.
Yeah, that's we've had it a couple times so far where we haven't actually agreed with the popular opinion. I'm gonna vote not the asshole, but
yeah, see if we can tip the scales.
I think I can like message this person though. I wonder if I should
welcome to come on for an update, or you could post an update and we'll post an update.
All right, Chick Chatters, we might reach out to Dizzy Box and see if they want to do an update on this breast milk thing. Although this isn't like our most riveting story to get an update from, still would be interesting to meet this Dizzy, because I feel like me and Dizzy got some things to talk about.
It would be
especially breast milk, because I got some questions to ask them too.
Yeah, we all want to know.
Me and Dizzy probably got questions for days. So
probably I might have to like peace out and leave the two of you.
I wouldn't even be able to post that video, me and Dizzy.
Probably not. All right, Chick Chatters. Well, we have the unpopular opinion. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Obviously, there's some, mixed asshole opinions about this. So let us know. We're open to respectful disagreements.
Yes, try not to come at us sideways over some breast milk, please.
Yes, but we love you guys. See you later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I see lots of people out there lurking and watching that aren't subscribed yet. So see you later, Chick Chatters.
Bye, Chick Chatters.